What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fab, some besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Let's check the comments. Toya, there are new minis. Say what now? MGA's miniverse now has real brands, like Breyers and Cheez-It. These are two brands that we have seen quite a few times, like with mini brands and Shopkins Real Littles. So we might already have some of these brands in our collection. But I do love to compare and contrast, so let's take a look. One capsule of MGA's Miniverse Real Brands cost me $11, if you round. There are 50 plus minis to collect. It is a surprise capsule and this is Series 1, but this is Miniverse, so is there resin? May contain moldable sand, putty, sand, so that looks like a no. I've been staring at this capsule and I just can't seem to find a pinhole. One of these. They were pretty easy to find on the Make It Mini baby food capsules. The location of the pinhole is kind of like a little code system to help us figure out what's inside. I could be totally off here, but I just can't seem to find it on real brands. But there is a little dot on the word Cheez-It. This one also has a mark, but it's in a different spot. This one has a mark on the H, then there's the second E, and this one is on the C again. So I've got two with just about the same mark. Does it mean anything? I don't know. I could be totally off here. But let's open the one with the mark on the first E and see what's inside. Let's remove all the wrappers and open the capsule. We have some safety information and a collector's guide with a list of all the minis like jam and peanut butter, waffles and Pop-Tarts, coffee and Twinkies, Rice Krispie Treats and Pringles, corn nuts and Spam, bacon and cheese, ice cream and gelato, and ice cream sandwiches and popsicles. And it looks like these minis aren't an empty box. We got 2 paper bags. In one bag, we find Uncrustables and Eggo waffles. The box of Eggo waffles does look a little large for the dolls, but we can open it and there are waffles inside, wrapped in plastic, but we can totally use these in the dollhouse. Let's just carefully open it and we can take the waffles out, throw it on a doll plate and serve it in the dollhouse. Well, it might need to be thrown in the toaster first. Let's open the other one up, and inside we have 2 individually wrapped Uncrustables. If we open the wrapper, we can take them out as well. And here it is with the doll. In the other bag, we have Hostess cupcakes with little tiny cupcakes. I think they're a great size for the dolls. I got Laughing Cow Cheese Light. I think we're supposed to pull the sticker around the edge, but I just carefully cut it so we can open it up and see the cheese inside. We can take them out, however my stickers are not evenly placed. Can we open the foil? Yes, we can! And do you see that? There is cheese inside. Mini Toya is lactose intolerant, but here you go for size. We got an empty jar that says Caramel Cookie Crunch Gelato and sand. It's moldable sand, like kinetic sand. We can place the sand in the jar, mixing the colors for a little swirl, then put on the lid. And now there's gelato in the miniverse. And we get an ice cream scoop so we can scoop the ice cream. Well, I've never seen ice cream do that, but it is sand. And the texture does look really good. And we can put a couple of scoops in a bowl. Then we can put it back when we're done, knowing that eventually, if we just keep doing this, all the colors will just get mixed into one light brown color. But yeah. But in one capsule, I got 5 minis and they all have something inside. If I paid $10.99 for the capsule, that means each mini was about $2.20. I think the scale might be a little large for our 1/6 scale world, but we can totally get away with it. I like the little paper bag that the packaging comes in, and if we just kind of flatten it at the bottom and make a crease across the front, To make the bottom a rectangle, then fold in the sides, we can turn that flat bag into a grocery bag to use as a prop to make it seem like the dolls just got back from the grocery store. If we want the bag to have handles, we can trim a little strip off the top, cut it in two. I'm going to give it a little twist, leaving the ends flat, tape or glue them into the bag. For another variation, let's open the one with the dot on the H. Again, I don't know if this is a code, but I guess we'll quickly find out if this is a double. In the first bag, we have Good Humor Cookies and Cream with a little ice cream bar inside. While the box is a little large, the dessert looks like a good size for the dolls. And there are two inside. We have Eggo Minis. It's cinnamon toast, and you can see the cinnamon on them. We have Pringles, cheddar cheese. Let's remove the top and peel off that. And there are Pringles inside, and there's a nice amount of them. Then we have extra crunchy peanut butter. I'm guessing this is the putty. They even added little chunks for peanuts. I think it's sand. Let's place it in the jar to get a jar of peanut butter. And we get a butter knife so we can scoop it out. Well, kinda. But maybe we can try to spread it on a mini. That is so cool. And I got a can of coffee and sand. We just have to pour the sand inside and hope that we don't make a mess, so the dolls can scoop out some grounds and make a cup of coffee in the morning. Then just make sure the lid is on tight. And that's our second capsule. Our third capsule has a mark on the second E, and honestly, y'all, I'm kind of surprised at how much I'm enjoying these. I usually like my mini food to be stationary and try to avoid anything that makes too much of a mess, since my doll houses are usually made out of paper and printables. We got Twinkies, but these aren't too bad. I like the scale with the dolls. We're getting 5 minis. The sand does have some potential to make a mess, but so far so good. Oops, I hope the lid was on. We got Spam with a few cut pieces inside. I think it looks pretty good with the dolls. We got Fudge Pops with 2 minis inside, and Gelato Layers with moldable sand, and another ice cream scooper. Let's do a little mint, then fudge, then more mint, and fudge until it's full. And that's capsule number 3. My last 2 capsules have a dot on the letter C. We haven't had any doubles so far, but could these 2 be doubles? Let's find out. We got bacon, a bag of Baby Bell, strawberry Pop-Tarts, Eggo buttermilk waffles, again, and Breyer's strawberry ice cream and moldable sand. Let's put the ice cream in the tub, or the sand. We got another scooper so we can scoop out the strawberry ice cream. And do you see that? There are little chunks of red sand, to look like strawberries. I like the strawberry ice cream because I don't have to worry about the colors mixing. The bacon is easy peel, so you can just open that right up and take the bacon out. Looks like you get 4 pieces. We've seen the waffles before. Baby Bell comes with 6 pieces. They are taped closed, but we can remove the wrapper. And then there's the red wax. And you can peel that? What? To get the cheese out. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my giant human hands are in the way, but do you see that? We get 2 Pop-Tarts in the box wrapped in a silver wrapper. The Pop-Tart inside has frosting and sprinkles. Now is the other one a double? I really liked the Pop-Tart and the ice cream, so I think I'll be okay if it is. We got Eggo buttermilk waffles, strawberry ice cream, Baby Bell, bacon, and Pop-Tarts. So yeah, looks like a double to me. The Make It Mini ice cream looks pretty similar in size to the older Mini Brands ice cream, but it is smaller than the Shopkins ice cream. The Mini Brands cannot open, but the Shopkins does. And there's a Shopkin inside, but it has a face. But if you're looking to save a few bucks, then you can take a few Mini Brands you might already own, like empty boxes, and make minis to go inside. We made these in a previous video using hot glue, markers, and tape. In this video, we made Cheez-Its and mozzarella sticks and wheat thins using the paper that was inside the box. Let's see if we can make a few bagel bites for the dolls. I think we might be able to do this with a little hot glue and paint. Put a few drops of hot glue on a piece of paper. Let the glue cool just a little. Then I use the end of a wet pen to make a dent. My first one is not perfect. Then the other two turned out pretty good, and then the last one cooled too fast. So there's that. Might be a good idea to try to make only 2 at a time. Let's grab acrylic paint and paint them a nice bread color. Then use a warm brown to dry brush them just a little. Carefully peel them from the paper. I push them onto a pen, touch up the edges of the paint. Let's add a little red paint for tomato sauce. I thought that red was a little bright, so I added some brown to it. While that's drying, let's cut a thin strip of paperboard into little squares. I paint them with the brighter red on some leftover packaging, trying to keep them spaced out. Then I take a cream-colored paint, apply a generous amount on top, allow it to dry just a little, then carefully add those little painted pieces of paper, pushing them in slightly and allow them to dry to make what I hope looks like bagel bites for the dolls. We can also use our little hot glue bagels to make a new magnet for our refrigerator. Whether you're DIYing or buying, it's nice to see that the dolls have options. Let us know what you think about Miniverse Real Brands in the comments down below, and if they're a buy or a pass. Thank you for joining us while we checked out MGA's Miniverse Real Brands. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!